All right, beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome to another stream. How is everybody doing today? Pile in, pile in. Let's go ahead and get the comments pulled up on my end. And I'm going to send out some quick notifications as well. All right. Let's see here. Do I have this set up? Okay, we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. Let's see. We got Kay in chat first. What's up, Kay? Then we got Kay right behind Kay. What's up, Kay? Number 2. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're all doing fantastic, guys. Today, we are going to be talking about make this your new accepting statement. And we're going to elaborate on that accepting statement, which is it's learning, right? It's learning. We're going to elaborate on that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to get into the details of that, right? Should be a good stream. What is up, Jennifer? Welcome, Jennifer. Hope you're doing fantastic. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Pile in, guys. Pile in. We're going to get this thing started in just a moment. Just a moment. All right, all right. It's a little chilly today. I'm not going to lie. It's a little chilly today. We're going to have to zip up the coat, man. Mint says, hi, I can't stay because going to have dinner and watch TV with mom, but couldn't resist tapping the notification. Well, hello, Mint. Thank you for popping in, even if it is just for a second. Welcome. Eclipse says, yo, yo, what a bro. Finally caught a live stream after so long. What's up, Eclipse? Welcome, dude. Left a like, have a good stream. Thank you, Mint. Appreciate it. You can always catch it later. No worries. No worries. All right, we'll give it another minute, guys. Let some people get in here. It's about 3 p.m. my time, so pretty standard stream time. Drop another quick notification real quick. There we go. Let's see, who else we got in here? We got Miss Thanksgiving. What's up? We got Tony. What's up, Tony? Hope you're having a good day, dude. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Haven't been on a live in a few days. Hopefully you enjoy this one, dude. We're getting ready to get this one rolling in just a second. Yesterday, by the way, let me fix this. So yesterday, as we were ending the stream, I doubt they're in here today, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly, but Jonah, I hope that's right. Jonah sent us a $20 tip yesterday, and the stream went to crap. The stream went to crap. In fact, I need to move the tip goal up once. We connected and disconnected and then reconnected and then disconnected again about 4 times, and eventually I just gave up on it. So, but we did get a $20 tip from Jonah that moved us up in the tip goal, so thank you so much. Again, I hope I'm not butchering your name, but that was an absolute disaster, and hopefully our connection stays strong today. I hate it when that happens. I can stay AFK. Thank you, Mint. Appreciate it. Today has been rough. Well, welcome, Liz. This will be a good one. Crystal, what's up, Crystal? All right, let's see here. I think we can go ahead and get started. I think we've got enough people to go ahead and get started. So let's do that. Let's do that. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about make this your new accepting statement. It's learning. All right, so here on the channel, we talk about the accepting inner voice literally all the time. Things that you can tell yourself while your anxiety is high, if you don't know what the accepting inner voice is. Things you can tell yourself while your anxiety is high that helps you float through it, that helps you go through it, that helps you stay grounded while the anxiety is sort of raging on, right? And you're continuing to live. You are showing your brain the truth. You are teaching your brain that this anxiety is not needed. Now, that is the accepting inner voice. We have spoken about the accepting inner voice basically since the beginning of time here on the channel, right? And many people have come and gone on the channel and have gave their opinions on what their accepting inner voice is, have given examples, you could say, on what their accepting inner voice is. Some people use a little bit of humor, some people a little bit of aggressive competitive approach, some people like, you know, just to be blunt, and some people like a little bit of sarcasm, and so forth and so on. We've had, you know, many different opinions on the accepting inner voice and what people use. Now, this stream right here is dedicated to all you people out there that aren't quite sure what you want your accepting inner voice to be, and maybe you need a good example of what the accepting inner voice should be. So that statement right there, it's learning. It's learning. I'm going to jump into another example here. Let's say you are going about your day and you've got a really sticky, intrusive thought and it's causing you a ton of anxiety. I mean, that fire is raging, right? That fire is raging. You know your job is to let it rage, to not add what Dr. Claire Weeks called second fear, which is negativity and fighting and obsessing and arguing, right? You know that's your job, correct? You can pull out this statement, it's learning. And what it does is, it doesn't make the fire go away immediately. Don't look for instant results. It takes time for the brain to learn, right? But what it does, when you tell yourself in those moments, and sometimes you have to repeat it to yourself to keep yourself grounded, right? What that statement does, it's learning, is it slaps you in the face a little bit. And it lets you know, hey, yes, this is uncomfortable. Yes, this is not fun. Yes, this is like high anxiety. This is intense anxiety. But your brain is learning. Anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. So when you use that statement and you're using that statement in the moment of high anxiety, what you're basically telling yourself is, yes, this sucks. I'm not a fan of this, but my brain is learning, right? It keeps you grounded. It keeps you from going the route of, oh God, what am I going to do about this? This is horrible. I can't stand this. What if this happens? Obsession, obsession, obsession. That statement, it's learning, slaps you in the face a little bit and says, hey, this is not fun, and that's okay, right? But it's learning. So it gives you a clear indicator of what you're in it for, right? When a human being has a reason to step up and go through something willingly, right? When they have a reason to do that, they're more willing to do that. And the statement of it's learning gives you that reason. The reason being, it's learning. This anxiety, right? Again, not fun, not comfortable, not a joyous experience, but you know that anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. So as you're using that accepting inner voice, yes, I've got this thought that's causing me a lot of anxiety. I really want to freak out over it. I really want to argue with it. Yes, I've got all these physical symptoms that are really intense right now, and that's saying the least, right? That's saying the least. They can be really, really intense. But when you use that statement, it's learning. It kind of grounds you back into reality. So you're going on about your day. The mind's going crazy, the body's going crazy, anxiety's doing what anxiety does best, right? But you're just reminding yourself, whenever you want to fight with it, argue with it, obsess and add, all those things are just forms of second fear. Whenever you want to do that, you're pulling out that statement. You know what? It's learning. This is a good thing. So it gives you a clear indicator of why you're doing what you're doing, which is not fighting, right? So, back in the day, I'll give some examples. Back in the day, I had a ton of very intense, intrusive thoughts, and a lot of those would get very, very sticky. And of course, my go-to for a while before I knew about acceptance was to argue with each and every one of them, right? Figure it out, deal with it, run away from it, avoid it, obsess about it until I can make it go away, right? Of course, all of these things kept me in the sensitized boat. And, when those thoughts would come, when those feelings would come, and I really first started to practice using acceptance, it did me a ton of good to remember what I was in it for. It did me a ton of good to remember that this feeling's not a bad thing. It means that it's learning, right? This feeling, all of these feelings that you feel, all of this fear, all of this anxiety, all of this emotions, and again, this fear that is coming with these thoughts that you're having, or these sticky thoughts that you're having, whatever, or the situation that you're in, all these feelings of fear is coming with this, right? It's so beneficial if you remind yourself that this feeling's not a bad thing. It's not a monster. It is an indicator that your brain is learning. Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. We keep coming back to that, right? Do you see how I'm trying to get you to change your mindset? I'm trying to get you to change your perspective of the way that you feel, because for so long, the way that you feel has been categorized as some demon or monster, some horrible thing that's just attacking you. For so long, that's been your sort of attitude. That's been your perspective, and that's not serving you. That is keeping you in the second fear boat, right? So do you see how we're trying to get your attitude to go from, these feelings are here, oh my God, don't like this, need to do something about this, hate to feel like this. This is an indicator of something bad, negative. We're trying to get your mindset to go from that, and that's really what the accepting inner voice is. You can call it a mindset. We're trying to get your mindset to go from this is an indicator, the way that I feel, the strong feelings that I feel is an indicator of something bad. We're trying to go from that to this is an indicator that my brain is learning. Why are we trying to get you to do that? Because A, it's true. It's true. Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. And B, we've got to get you away from that second fear. What is second fear? Obsession, negativity, added worry, extra worry, all the fuel on the fire that tells the brain, oh, there's a problem, right? So we're trying to get your inner voice or your mindset, whichever you prefer to call it, it doesn't matter. We're trying to get that to switch from, oh, strong feelings of anxiety, these thoughts, this is an indicator of something bad. We're trying to go from that to this is an indicator that my brain is learning, right? Imagine the progress you would make if that became your perspective of anxiety. Now, is that going to be super easy for you to come by? Maybe not at first. It's going to take some practice. Is that going to be super easy for you to change that mindset after you've been practicing the negative mindset, the negative perspective of anxiety for so long? Probably not. It's not going to be that easy, right? But it's practice, and Dr. Clear Weeks love the word practice for that reason. So next time you are really just hit with strong feelings of anxiety and fear and all these things, whether it's over an intrusive, sticky thought or it's over a situation that you're uncomfortable with, it's a trigger for you. Next time, whenever you are hit with intense feelings of anxiety, I want you to practice that inner voice of, okay, this is a good thing because it's learning, right? It's learning. So as you're tempted to fight with that thought, just remind yourself, no, it's learning. It's going to learn eventually that thought's not a problem. It's going to learn eventually that this situation's not a problem, right? It's going to learn. So I want you to practice the mindset shift of it's learning as compared to, I hate this. I don't want to feel this. I don't like this. This is bad. Something bad is going to come of this. I wish this would go away. Nope. Embrace what you feel. I know it's intense, right? I get it. I know it's intense. But embrace what you feel and practice speaking those words. You know what? It's not so much a bad thing. It means it's learning. You're going to be far more willing to not cave and go to things like compulsions and coping methods and all that negative stuff that just teaches the brain the wrong message. You're going to be far more willing to not cave into those things if you've got the mindset of, you know what, just let this play out, nothing I need to do about it, it means it's learning, right? If your anxiety, and I got a question for you, chat, because I really want to drive this point home, dude. This is an important point. If every time your anxiety hits you really hard, whether it was over a thought or a situation, whatever, if every time your anxiety hits you really, really freaking hard, and I know how hard it can hit you sometimes, but if every time it hits you, right, if you had, let's say you had a little, let's say you had a little chart, right? A little chart that lets you know, okay, oh, you're healing, right? Now, you feel horrible. Don't get me wrong, you feel horrible. The anxiety is pumping, it's pumping. But you've got a little, an app on your phone, and you pull it up and you see, okay, my anxiety is really intense right now, but I can tell this app on my phone, right? I got this little progress bar. It says it's learning. Wouldn't you be more willing? Wouldn't you be more willing if you could see that to accept it, right? Now, we don't have an app on your phone. Maybe somehow we'll try to come up with that technology one day. We don't have an app on your phone that gives you a progress bar that says, hey, you feel horrible, but that's okay because the brain's learning and you're closer now. You're closer to the brain learning and to relief, right? We don't have that. Maybe one day we'll come up with that technology, but you get my point. That is happening. Your brain is learning. We don't have a progress bar for you, but if you practice the attitude and reminding yourself that, yes, the worse I feel, the more my brain is learning, aren't you going to be far more willing to then accept it? Because you know that, yes, you're going through something really tough, a tough feeling, whether it's caused by a situation or a thought, whatever, you would know that, yes, I'm going through hell, but that's okay because it's learning, right? And that is true. That is the truth. Anxiety learns while anxiety is turned on. That's when it's learning. So when these thoughts are attacking you, and it feels like it's attacking you, right? When these thoughts are attacking you and you got all these feelings, understand that yes, it feels like hell. But if you have the mindset, if you practice the mindset of this is okay because that means it's learning, you're going to be far more willing to go through it rather than to cave and do things like second fear, which is negativity, worry, obsession, coping methods, compulsions. You're going to be far more willing to just accept your experience because you've got the mindset, the accepting inner voice of, you know what, it's learning. So you're not trying to push anything away. A thought is there and it's really sticky and it's causing you all these feelings. The moment you go to fight with that or obsess over that, just remind yourself, you know what, it can be there. It's learning. It's learning. Then go right back to living. Rinse and repeat. It's learning. Have the attitude of it's learning, right? Because again, as a human being, you're going to be far more likely to not do things like coping methods and compulsions if you're willing to remind yourself and have the correct accepting attitude of, hey, this is here. Boy, does it feel like hell. But I know the worse that I feel, that means these false alarms are popping off. That means that release is happening. That means my brain is learning. So as this is here and making me feel like hell, that's okay because I know that that means my brain is learning. Anxiety is an opportunity. It's not a bad thing. Anxiety means your brain is popping off a false alarm. Anxiety means your brain is learning. So for every moment of hell that you feel like, if you've got the right attitude of it's learning, you're one step closer to relief. That's when the brain is learning. Do you see how we're trying to push this attitude shift here, right? Do you see how, do you see how crucial of an attitude change this is? So if you're guilty, right, and a lot of people are, I was for a very long time, if you're guilty of having the attitude of, oh man, this thought's making me feel like hell, I hate this, I don't want this, right, this is bad, 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 bad. If you're guilty of having that attitude, well, there's your problem. You found your problem, right? That's the good news. You found your problem. How do we then go from that problem of, oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, to an attitude that's going to lead you to healing? By reminding yourself with the accepting inner voice. That's what the accepting inner voice is, a reminder. It's learning. I don't have to push that thought away. It's there, whatever. But the moment I start to fight with it, I'm just going to remind myself, you know what, just let it hang out. Let it cause anxiety. It's learning. I'm just going to keep, it's floating around up there, whatever. It's learning. It's learning. Okay? It's making me feel like hell, but that means it's learning because that's true, right? These thoughts are there. The situations are there. The brain thinks these things are a real tiger, so that's why it's making you feel like hell over it. But if you just remind yourself, okay, I'm going to show my brain that this tiger's not real by just letting it hang out and reminding myself it's learning, right? Use that as your foundation. Use that as your ground to stand on. You're going to be far more willing, and I know I've said this several times already, but you're going to be far more willing to go through these intense feelings, over these thoughts or situations, if you remind yourself that, hey, it's learning. It's learning, right? It's learning. It's learning. So understand that for so long, right, and we're going to wrap this up, but understand that for so long you have viewed your anxiety or your anxiety being present as some sort of bad thing. And we want to get you into the mindset of viewing it as my brain is learning. My brain is making corrections, right? You're going to be far more willing to go through it. You're going to be far more willing to go through it if you've got the accepting inner voice that says, yes, I don't like this. Yes, it feels like hell, but it's learning, and that's okay. I'm going to let it learn. Now, it doesn't learn as quickly as most people would prefer, right? But it will learn rather quickly, especially if you have the right attitude of it's learning. So I want you to practice that. If you're struggling with your accepting inner voice out there, right, maybe add that to your toolbox. It's learning, okay? I love you guys oh so much. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Really, that is a good one. I just hope that people are willing to take the message in and then actually start to apply it, because again, you can watch all these streams, guys, but if you're not applying them into your daily life, right, It's not going to do a whole lot for you. It's not going to do a whole lot for you. So let's see if we can get that attitude change, that attitude shift rolling, right? It's learning while you go and live your life. It's learning while you get shit done. It's learning, okay? That is your basis. That is your ground to sit on. That is your ground to sit on. It's learning. That way, you can break this false belief that being anxiety ridden, like having a ton of anxiety in the moment, is a bad thing. I want you to break that false belief, because that just means your brain is learning. That's all that means. Let it learn. It will learn, but you got to let it learn, right? How do you do that? Not obsessing, not fighting it too much mentally, just reminding yourself, repeat it to yourself. It's learning. It's okay. It's learning. And allow it to learn. Allow it to learn, right? The thought's there. Don't push the thought away. If it's there, it's there. The situation, whatever. Just remind yourself, okay, yeah, this is making me feel like hell, but that means my brain is learning, right? Go into it with that willing attitude, that willing perspective of it's learning. All right, you guys, you beautiful people are going to get there. You're going to make it. You just have to practice this new accepting mindset while you continue on living your life, positive accepting behaviors. You keep doing your thing while you let the body and mind do its thing. And just remind yourself, if you feel like hell, you know what? That's okay, because that means it's learning. The more hell I feel like, the closer I am to relief. As long as I've got that attitude of it's learning, I'm not adding a bunch of negativity, not being super negative. It's learning, and I'm continuing on with my day, and guess what? It will learn. It will learn, and you'll become the person, right, that you've always wanted to be. You'll become the person that you've always wanted to be. Now, in the moment, and I know I said I was going to wrap this up a minute ago, but you guys know me. In the moment, it'll still feel like hell probably. Might take some time, right? But again, I want you to start to view feeling like hell as the fact that the brain is learning. That's how I want you to see it. That's the accepting inner voice. That's the accepting attitude. If you practice this, okay, I'm telling you right now, you will make the progress in time that you've been wanting to make, that you've been so ready to make. You will make it. This is the accepting attitude. This is the accepting inner voice. This is the accepting perspective. You beautiful people are going to get your lives back. You just got to get out of your own way. You just got to have the right mindset. And that is the mindset I would like you to practice if you're struggling with trying to find a accepting inner voice. Steal that. Steal it. Okay, and start using it. It's learning, right? So you wake up in the morning, anxiety super high. You got some morning anxiety. You're like, okay, I need to get on board and get my day started and go through the motions and live today. I want you to also have that inner voice there. The two keys: positive behaviors, accepting inner voice. I want you to also have that inner voice there that says, you know what? My brain thinks there's a tiger right now. That's okay. It's learning. Right? So the thought is there. The thought's really sticky. You got some sort of sticky thought going on. Let it be there. You know what? It's learning. My brain is learning that this is not a real tiger. As it sees you just continuing to live and not mentally adding negativity, just saying it's learning, right? Eventually, your brain is going to make the calculations and it's going to say, okay, I'm not going to give you any more unnecessary anxiety over this. I'm going to heal your nerves, right? I'm not going to give you any more false alarms over this, because you've proven to me by not adding a bunch of mental negativity and by continuing to just live that this tiger must not be real. I got you, boss. Nothing's attacking you, right? Nothing's attacking you. I know it feels like the mind can attack you sometimes. Nothing is attacking you. It just wants to make the calculations. So if you have that attitude of it's learning and you just let those thoughts and feelings hang out, whatever, it will learn. It will learn. Without you adding a ton of negativity and having this negative perspective, it will learn. If you continue to add a ton of negativity, that's what we call second fear. Dr. Claire Weeks called second fear, right? You just stress the nerves out further. You tell the brain, oh, this is important, right? This is a real tiger. If you drop the negativity and replace that with the attitude, which you will have to practice, the attitude of this feeling means it's learning, right? You will get where you want to be in time. But you got to start practicing that attitude today, man. Why are you waiting? Today, all right? Get started with that accepting inner voice, that accepting perspective. Okay, this feeling means it's learning, right? And then continue on with your day. I love you guys oh so much. I went like an extra 10, 15 minutes there on my rant. But if you did enjoy today's stream, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get some music going in the background here. We're going to go ahead and drop some in there. And we're going to hang out with chat a little bit, answer some questions, see what you beautiful people are up to. We got to sit through a quick ad real fast. What's up, Sky? What's up? We still got Jen here, Crystal, Eclipse. What's up, guys? Hello, hello. All right, let's get us some music going. I don't know if I'm a fan of this playlist, but you know what? It will do. Let's turn it up a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. We gotta find the perfect balance here. Sanchez, what's up, dude? What's up, my boy? Sanchez, how are you doing, man? Still sick on the couch. Yeah, everybody's been getting sick here recently. Everybody's been getting sick here recently. How is everybody, besides being sick, how is everybody doing? Doing good, Sanchez? I love to hear it, dude. I'm kind of luscious and on my couch. Hey, man, kick back, relax. What's up, Frank? How you doing, dude? How you doing, Frank? Yeah, so now's the point in the stream, guys, where if you've got any questions, feel free to ask those questions. Been doing pretty good here, brother. I love to hear it, Eclipse. Keep it going, dude. Keep it going. We already got the turkey emojis rolling. Thanksgiving around the corner. Oof. Don't make me hungry, dude. I can just think about Thanksgiving for just a second, just a minute. I'm starving. Just living the dream, man. Practicing, doing the work that you need to do. How have you been? I've been good, Tony. How have you been, dude? You will be living the dream, don't you worry. We just need an attitude shift, an attitude change. That's really what the accepting inner voice is. You can call it the accepting inner voice if you want. You can call it whatever you want, but it's really just an attitude shift, perspective change. Do you know anything about reprogramming the subconscious? So the subconscious, right? The subconscious is basically made up of your daily habits, right? So as you're doing the work here, you can rest assured that you're doing some work on a deep, deep level. You're doing some work on a deep, deep level. So to allow what's subconscious to come up into the conscious mind, which comes in the form of things like thoughts or feelings, emotions, anxiety, to allow these things to arise and then have the accepting inner voice while you just allow them to be and carry on with your day, that's doing some work for you on a deep, deep level. Takes time. Takes time. Working on it hard, bro. Hey, it's all an attitude shift. That's all it is. It's all an attitude change, a change of perspective, really. Had some pretty sticky thoughts while me and the kids are sick, literally, and getting bored by them, which feels weird because you're not investing, right? You're not adding fuel to the fire. You've just got that accepting inner voice of, yeah, this is here, and yeah, it makes me feel like hell, but I need to feel like hell, right? Because that means my brain's learning, and you just leave it alone. You have a totally changed perspective of what's going on, right? And again, that's really what the accepting inner voice is a totally changed perspective, and you got to practice this changed perspective. You can't just expect this changed perspective to fall into your lap, right? When you had those days where you literally felt like you were going crazy, you just ignored it. Well, no, I didn't just ignore it. I used The accepting inner voice. And right? Right? Now, at first, I didn't know this stuff. So there was a ton of second fear. There was a ton of negativity. But over time, you use the accepting inner voice. Once you learn about it, you start to change your perspective, right? Okay, a bunch of thoughts that make you feel like you're going to go crazy. You know what? My brain's learning. As I'm not fighting, as I'm not adding negativity, I know that my brain's learning. So by reminding yourself, hey, my brain is learning, right? You're automatically not adding as much negativity because you're working on your perspective. You're working on your attitude, right? Do you see how this all falls together? So you're carrying on with your day, doing the things you need to do, positive behaviors, and you're reminding yourself, you know what, it's learning. So you might want to, out of habit, fight with these things mentally, but you catch that. You say, you know what, it's okay, it's learning. Brain's learning, all right? It's making me feel like hell, that thought or these thoughts or whatever, but that's okay because it's learning. It's learning. You're changing your perspective. Instead of getting involved in the fight, you're changing your attitude, right? You're changing your attitude, which is going to cause you to then not fuel the fire, which is going to cause your brain to learn, just like you're telling yourself. It's learning. Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on, right? It is learning. Instead of the fight, catch yourself fighting. You know what? It's learning. I'm just going to let it learn. Just going to let it learn. Just gonna let it learn. Sticky thoughts are starting to annoy me more than scare me lately. That's a good sign. That's a good sign, Jennifer. It definitely is. Let's see. When you're sensitized, it's learning all day, every day. If you allow it, right? So if you're using the accepting inner voice that says, okay, it's learning, instead of fight, negativity, then yes, it absolutely is learning. And if you just remind yourself that it's learning, then it is learning, right? You see the irony there, but absolutely, No Name. How are you doing, dude? I haven't seen you in a minute. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing fantastic. It wasn't... Oh, wait a minute. I'm so dizzy from the head congestion that when I got off the couch, I started walking sideways all the way to the bathroom like stunned roadkill. It wasn't quite as graceful as a crab sky, more like a dying raccoon. Well, I know we've got several sick people in the chat. I hope you lovely people start to feel a little bit better. Get some rest. Rest up. There's plenty of positive behaviors you can do while resting. In fact, resting is a positive behavior. Kick your feet up, rest, feel better. Feel better soon. Let's see. What else we got in here? We got Sanchez making me hungry with the pie emojis. My boy keeping me hungry over here. Last night I had a split second of panic because I felt dizzy like I was going to pass out. Then I laughed and said, come on, pass out then. It's like I don't even care anymore. It's the attitude shift. It all comes down to the attitude shift at the end of the day. It all comes down to the attitude shift. When you view this as something big and bad, right, that you don't want to feel, instead of viewing it as, hey, that's just my brain learning. Do you see the difference? Can everyone see the huge difference between the two perspectives there? Okay, one of them says, oh, hey, this means my brain's learning. Like, I don't like it. I'm not asking you to like it, to jump up in joy and have a party over it. But, hey, my brain's learning, right? Yeah, I feel intense, but my brain's learning, right? And it is. Anxiety learns while anxiety's turned on. If you just have the attitude of, hey, it's learning, instead of negativity, then it's learning. So, you know, you can see the huge difference between the two there. And you definitely need to make that change. Like, if you're struggling with that, if that's a thing for you, you're still trying to figure out what to do about every thought and feeling, and you're still trying to argue with every thought and feeling, fight every thought and feeling, you definitely need the attitude change of, hey, if thoughts are there, okay, my brain's learning. If feelings are there, okay, my brain's learning. Use those words. Keep using those words, right? So if you're struggling with that, you definitely need to try to practice that shift there. You definitely need to try to practice that shift, because that's what's going to get you there at the end of the day. I had a really bad sinus infection myself. Everybody's getting sick, dude. It seems like everybody's getting sick. Not going out clubbing then, Kate. No clubbing right now. No clubbing right now. Hope you're feeling better, Tony. Yeah, Tony, hope you're feeling better, dude. How's the workplace going for you, the job? Starting to adjust to that a little bit better? I'm fit and healthy. Keep it that way, Sky. A big old sick party. Everybody just pass it back and forth to each other. There you go. That's a good idea. Let's see. I'm going to look at something real quick. Because I think we're even closer now to our 11K goal. I think we're at 10,904. 10,904. A little bit closer to our 11K goal. So if you're new here and haven't subscribed, man, feel free to subscribe. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask them now. Feel free to ask them now. Old habits of obsession wanting to kick in there for a second, Kate, but you were able to say, you know what, new attitude, new perspective, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. No matter what the test might be, right? No matter what you're tested with, that's what it's always gonna come down to. Coming back to the new attitude. Feeling a little bit better than I was last week. I'm glad to hear it, Tony. Tell that amygdala what's up. Yeah, tell that amygdala what's up, Kate. Don't take that shit. Let's see. I'm going to try a new playlist here. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of that. Let's do a different one. I actually have a headset that's not dead today, so I can listen to the music with you guys. Job is going great. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Job is going great. It would be a lot better if I could stop the fighting mentally and actually enjoy myself. It's like I still treat myself as fragile, but I'm trying. Dude, it doesn't happen overnight, right? You can make tremendous progress and still have a few loose ends to tie up. Like, that's completely normal. Nobody, don't make your objective to strive for perfection. Just progress, right? Just progress. So, as far as progress is concerned, you've come a very, very, very long way, Tony, right? And I think maybe you've got a few loose ends to tie up with your perspective, with your mindset, with your inner voice, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it. And that's okay. You're learning. You're learning. You watch today's stream, apply that. You watch today's stream, put that into your practice, right? See what happens. So, but be proud, dude. Be proud of where you, how much progress you made and where you've come from. A new subscriber whose name I don't want to mess up. I cannot pronounce that, man. Since you're new here, I'll just let you know ahead of time. I can't pronounce names. It's like a thing here. It's like a thing here. But thank you so much for subscribing, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you. I want to say a mod, but I know that's not it. That can't be it. Also, $5 Cash App from Tony. Tony, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you. First tip of the stream. We're on a 221-day streak, guys. Thank you so much, Tony, for the first tip of the stream. Everybody drop some purple hearts in the chat for my boy, Tony. Thank you for the $5 Cash App, my dude. I appreciate you. 221 day streak. Sounded out Wonder Muffin. Dude, I want to say Ahmad, but I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I don't think. On Cash App. Yeah, I got it, Tony. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the $5 Cash App. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you. We're on a 221-day streak. Play some Chinese restaurant music. We'll see if they have an entire playlist just for that, or maybe some elevator music or something. Thank you, Jennifer, for the Purple Hearts. Sky, thank you. Crystal, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All the love in the world and gratitude to our tippers. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. It means a ton to me, guys. It means a ton to me. Thank you. Sanchez mixing it up a little bit. We got some Purple Hearts and turkeys. We'll take it. Miss Thanksgiving, it's almost your time of year to shine. It's almost your time to shine. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Thank you, Kate, for the Purple Hearts and the stars. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Everything you play is elevator music. Kate's sick, so she automatically becomes a bully when she's sick. But I promise she's sweet when she's not sick. Actually, I take that back. She's sweet one day of the week. Who is it? Is it Maddie? It's Maddie that refers to the copyright-free music as elevator music. Which is, I guess, okay, I'll give it to you. It's kind of accurate. I wish I could play copyrighted music. Unfortunately, I cannot. But it's kind of accurate. It's kind of accurate. It's about breaking those habits that I'm still struggling with. I don't even panic or anxiety, if at all, anymore. Just bad habits that I have left to break. Exactly what I was saying with tying up those loose ends, right? You can take somebody, and here's something a lot of people don't consider. You can take somebody out of a severe state or a chronic state of anxiety and get them pretty much to a livable state again, but they could still have some bad habits left over, right? Things like obsession and negativity, the way that they view things, they can do enough work to get them to a pretty good place, but they can still have a little bit more work to do, and that's totally fine. That's to be expected, right? That is not a problem whatsoever. That is not a problem whatsoever. I used to be an elevator attendant. Job had its ups and downs. Okay, some of them get me. Some of the dad jokes get me. They do. They do. Some of them. Maybe I'm a tough crowd. I don't know. I don't know. Where is Maddie? Oh, it's going to be so sweet to see that number hit 11. 11K, man. A dance off? You don't want to see me dance. You don't want to see me dance. It's awful. It's terrible. It's horrible. Where's Maddie and Sherry? I'm not sure. How dare they not be here? My dance moves are very, very basic. Very, very basic. Anybody in this chat right now could beat me in a dance off. I can promise you that. I'll get winded after like 20 seconds, so. I missed what you said on my comment. The comment about breaking bad habits, is that the one you're referring to? I basically just said that it's normal. It's normal to take somebody from a chronic or severe state of anxiety and get them to a livable point again, right? But then still have some sort of leftover bad habits. That's completely normal. Some people just assume that like there's only the chronic state of anxiety, like where someone's really bad off with anxiety, and once you get out of that state and you're like on your feet again, that's pretty much all there is to it. But there can still be some loose ends to tie up, right? There can still be some loose ends to tie up. It's not all about just the chronic stuff or the severe stuff. Old habits die hard. Like, I would say getting out of the really severe stage, I don't know, probably just a small portion of your journey, right? When I say severe, I mean like just totally couch-ridden, bed-ridden, whatever. Yeah, getting out of that stuff is probably going to be a small portion of your journey. A big portion of your journey in the way that you should be very, very proud of yourself, but a small portion in the way that you've probably still got some bad habits that you really got to work on. All right, guys, give me just 2 seconds. All right, hello. Maddie, hello, Maddie. Must have been ringing all that damn elevator music. We still got Sanchez in the house. How have you been, Maddie? How have you been? Sanchez! Sanchez! Alright, guys, we're going to be winding this one down in about... Why did my timer reset? Is it doing the same shit from yesterday? Please tell me not. Please tell me not. Anyway, we've got about 10 minutes left. My timer reset for some reason. We've got about 10 minutes left. We probably disconnected for a second. So if you've got any questions, now is the time to ask them. Now is the time to ask them. It skipped a little? I thought so, yeah. Well, at least it was while I was gone. At least it was while I was gone. I'll give it that. Just start it all over from the beginning. Timer reset. My Chinese music. I cannot play anything that's copyrighted, okay? Like, we are very limited. Look, I want to listen to, what'd you say, Chinese restaurant music as bad as you do. Like, I'm fiending for it. But we are very limited in what we can choose, or else my channel will get taken down, and that would be horrible for some Chinese restaurant music. So we are very limited. We are very limited. Change the pumpkin. I guess it is time. I guess it is time. Let's see. Wait. Where's he at? Is it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, let me see if I can find something new. Charlie Brown. Now, there we go. There we go. Is this skipping for you, Maddie? Says we're all good on my end, so what I would do for like Thanksgiving food right now. Yes, that is Snoopy. We'll probably change it up a few times. We'll probably change it up a few times. All right, beautiful people. Beautiful people. We have 5 minutes left in the stream. If you have your questions, ask them now. Ask them now. Last call for questions. We're going to be winding down in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Final call on questions. Final call on questions. Fuck it, Kate. There you go. Edward, what's up, Edward? What you gonna go do? I'm not sure, Maddie. I need to take Nova out. I have progressed so much because of you. Thank you so much. Absolutely, Edward. Keep it going, dude. Keep it going. Don't stop, man. Don't stop. It's an ongoing process. Keep learning. Keep learning, dude. And be proud of yourself. Take a moment to be proud of yourself. Take us with you. Yeah, let me just pick up my computer. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh fuck. What just happened? Fuck. God damn it. I think, why did my picture go out? I think I just broke it. I can't see shit. Okay, I think we're good. Oh my god, give me a fucking heart attack. I think we're good. I think we're good. Everything went black. Everything went black, but we're back, I believe. We are back. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the stream. Let me see. We've got an ad, Kate. We've got an ad. Nice Thanksgiving animation. We had to change it. We had to change it. Maddie called us out on the pumpkin. Maddie called us out on the pumpkin. How are you doing, Donkey? Does that make you feel at least a little bit better, Kate? At least a little bit better? It's only 3 minutes long, though. It's not a whole playlist, so I'll have to, like, make sure I catch it. No, it doesn't make you happy? Okay, thank you. I didn't want to listen to this for a second longer. Wish me luck. I'm going under therapy with my doc. He promised me he will get me back to myself again. Fingers crossed. Keep us updated, UK. Keep us updated, dude. Hey, we got your back, man. We got your back. Maddie! Maddie 785 says stick around and practice your math. I think I got it. I think I got it. 12. 12. Wait. I'm not cheating. I was right. I was right. I know what 7 plus 5 is. There you go. There you go. Jennifer, thank you for the purple hearts. Sanchez, thank you for the purple hearts. Love you all. Much love to you, UK. Crystal, thank you for the purple hearts. Appreciate you. Thank you, Maddie. Sky, thank you for the purple hearts. Thank you, thank you. I had a fortune cookie last night. Now we're all talking about Chinese food. First it was Thanksgiving food. Now it's Chinese food. I'm definitely going to be hungry. All right, beautiful people. Maddie, thank you so much. And who else was it? Hold on. Tony, yes, Tony and Maddie, thank you guys so much for the support. I appreciate it. But the stream is winding down to an end, which means we didn't quite hit tip goal, and that's okay. You know why? You know why that's okay? Because 221 days is pretty freaking amazing. So that is okay. But I still appreciate the support, guys. Tony, thank you so much. Maddie, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The day had to come eventually, but 221 days is pretty dang good. It's pretty dang good. This page is where I found home and will always be grateful. Well, dude, seriously, congrats on taking the first step. I know you were in a pretty rough strait, so congrats on taking the first step, and we have your back. We will always have your back, so you can always check in with us. Let us know how it goes, right? But give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a pat on the back. Sanchez, wait, what? I mean, it had to end someday, guys. It had to end someday. It's okay. It's fine. 221 days is pretty dang good. It's fine. 5 more minutes. Guys, I will update you, of course. Please feel free to do so, UK. Please feel free to do so. Still live. We are still here, Mint. Oh no, is the streak dying? Yeah, we didn't quite hit tip goal today. But we still had some tips come in from Tony and Maddie. Thank you guys so much. Okay, says, yeah, fuck all of our hard work, right? I mean, it's not in my control, guys. I can't help if we didn't hit the tip goal. Damn. I mean, I'm sad about it too, but it's not in my control. We were at 1285. We were at 1285 from Tony and Maddie. What just fell? We were getting ready to end the stream, Mint, so I was gonna erase everything off the top. Yeah, we were at 1285 thanks to Tony and Maddie. We were at 1285, and we were getting ready to end the stream, so I was in the process of, like, erasing everything. And then And then people went crazy. Liz! Liz! Liz, thank you so much, Liz. I'm pulling out a calculator because you guys are doing this on purpose now. Because Donkey. Okay, no, wait a minute. Donkey helped me out. Donkey wasn't making it more difficult. He helped me out, so we're at 30. We're at 30. Thank you. Thank you, Donkey and Liz. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm all over the place with my math, guys. I'm all over the place with my math. I'm all over the place with my math. Thank you, Donkey, and thank you, Liz. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. Jennifer, thank you. Kate, thank you. Sanchez, thank you. Crystal, thank you. Tony, thank you. I rounded it for you. Yeah, at first I thought you were making it more difficult on me, but you were actually helping me out. I appreciate you. Luis, thank you for the $5 tip. Dude says, don't let the streak die. You have helped me so much. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's 35, yes. See, I can do basic math. I can do basic math. Mint, thank you for the purple hearts. Maddie, thank you for the purple hearts. He's all ready to leave without giving us a chance to redeem ourselves. Well, that's the thing, right? When we hit the hour, you know, I start saying that we just accept that it ended, and then I try to move forward, because I don't want to be the guy that's like just sitting here like you know, trying to be all, oh man, come on guys, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You know, if we don't hit it, I just try to move on. I don't want to be all like weird like that. But no, I 100% believe in you guys. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't want to be weird about it. I don't want to be weird about it. But I absolutely appreciate the dedication. It is amazing. Thank you. It's only been 30 minutes. Mint, thank you for the very random mashup of emojis. Even if we don't make it, we at least had a decent showing today. Exactly. Exactly. Think of the vertical cucumbers, Wonder Bro cheese. Think of the children. Do you have a chime? I don't have a chime. I don't have a chime. I've heard of it. I do not have a chime, though. Donkey. Donkey. Thank you so much, dude. Donkey's tip note said, oh, for crying out loud. Thank you so much, dude. It was, hey, that takes us to 222. 222. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Just give me a second to say, all right? Just give me a second to say, the only reason when we get to the end of the streams, if we haven't hit tip goal, the only reason that I'm ready to just say, well, thank you, quite the record, we'll move on from here. The only reason I'm so quick to do that is because, yes, I care about the tip goal, obviously. I just don't want to be the weird guy who's like sits and like pressures people. I just don't want to be the weird guy who like sits and pressures people. You know what I mean? Like if we hit it, we hit it. If we don't, we don't. Because I've never been the weird guy that does that. So That's why I'm so quick to just move on if we don't hit it. But let's go over all of these names of these beautiful, beautiful people. We have got Donkey. We've got Donkey twice. We've got Liz. We've got Maddie. We've got Tony. We've got Lewis. I believe that is the entire list. Maddie and Donkey and Liz and Lewis and Tony. Sanchez, thank you for the purple hearts. Stop being selfish. It's about us too. Okay, no, I agree. Look, okay? I completely agree that, what did Kate call it? Your hard work. I completely agree. This is all of your hard work. I just don't want to be the kind of guy that pressures people. That's it. Yeah, you're not the kind of guy. We got the streak today. You guys did get the streak today. Now that I have had a chance to explain myself, and hopefully you guys, Crystal and Kate and whoever else, have dropped your pitchforks. All right, I love you guys. I love you, and I've had a chance to explain myself. We're gonna go over those names one more time: Donkey, Liz, Tony, Lewis, Maddie. I believe that's the whole list. Thank you guys so much. We did hit our tip goal. Thank you. 222 day streak. You guys are absolutely magnificent and fantastic. I love you oh so much. I'm shaking a stick at you. Don't do that. I promise. I will do better. But thank you guys. I'm joking. Thank you guys so much for everything. I love you. I appreciate you. I don't know what I would do without you. Thank you for everything. You have made me very grateful today, and also very hungry at the same time. Between talking about Chinese food and Thanksgiving, my stomach is actually growling. So we've been here for about an hour and a half, give or take. We hit the tip goal. Your hard work is still very much there. Thank you guys so much for that, and I will see you very, very soon in the next one. Until next time, as always, stay awesome. Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate you. Mint, thank you, Mint. I've gotten up from my chair, and I noticed it out of the corner of my eye. Mint, thank you for the $2.22 tip. I guess that's a nod at the fact that we're on a 222-day streak. Thank you so much, Mint. I appreciate you. You guys are freaking awesome and amazing. I'm stepping away. Right, we're stepping away. This is really it. It's happening. It's ending. I'm stepping away. It's over. We'll be here again soon, I promise. I'm stepping away. I'm leaving. We're leaving. I love you.